Hi guys, we're here at the University of California at Berkeley, where researchers and students are working on green chemistry solutions for products we see every day. Let's go check it out.
Take a look around you and you'll see there's one thing we all have in common. We're all surrounded by stuff every second of every day. From the grocery store aisle and cosmetic counter to the school classroom and at home under the kitchen sink. Products are coming at us from every direction. But have you ever stopped to think about what all those products are made of? Well, there's no nice way to say it. The answer is chemicals.
Everything around us is made from chemistry and chemicals. Anything that you can touch, feel, taste, all of that at some level is built from a molecule and made into a material.
The problem is, many of those chemicals don't do us or the planet any favors.
There are a number of chemicals that we're increasingly becoming aware of have harm for human health or the environment. They're not going to make you sick today. They've been associated with some of the rise in long-term health problems.
Marty Mulvihill heads up the UC Berkeley Center for Green Chemistry, made up of faculty, staff, and students. Like chemistry biology major Molly Endries, they want to make safer, more sustainable materials.
A lot of the chemicals we work with are really bad for the environment, so I always feel bad when I'm throwing away like all of these plastics and everything. And so I was like, okay, well, I might as well see what I can do to make chemistry be less impactful on the environment.
The center's mission is to make products that aren't a threat to anyone or anything. That means changing how chemistry is taught, and then changing the way chemicals in products are formulated, produced, and used.
Over 74 billion pounds of chemicals are imported or used in the US every year. It's a huge number. Chemistry has to be a part of our future trajectory towards a more sustainable world.
The center brings together chemists, public health experts, and legal policymakers to make all of this happen.
The first area of research is putting together chemists and toxicologists, having them think about how can they design from the bottom up safer materials, chemicals that won't do harm to human health, won't do harm to the environment.
Students like postdoctoral researcher Heather Buckley get hands-on experience in the lab, designing products that are safe from the beginning.
Green chemistry is a way of approaching chemistry where rather than cleaning up those problems after, we design the systems we're working with to be inherently safe as it begins.
Buckley is currently working on safer, more sustainable building materials.
I'm working on developing a roofing material. Here, I can show you a sample. And the idea behind the material, it's based on cardboard, which is a waste product that is available in very high abundance.
Here, they're developing non-toxic waterproof coatings to replace traditional ones, which can be a health hazard.
So we're working trying to make additives that are completely benign, that if it chips off and falls in your soup, you still would be okay to eat it.
Another big research area involves pesticides. Endries is studying their impact on algae, conducting toxicity tests using 2 pesticides.
Algae is a great thing to test so we can see the absorbance of the chlorophyll. It's totally awesome for basically like getting data. And though like we can't necessarily say that if the algae is killed with the pesticides, then a human will be killed with the pesticides, what we can say is that algae is sort of the base food source for many things in many ecosystems. And so if algae is getting harmed and getting killed by these pesticides being in the water, then whatever eats algae is going to suffer, and then whatever eats that is going to suffer.
Building materials and pesticides are just the beginning.
Another one of the new labs that we're developing here is making bioplastic, things that are made completely from natural and biorenewable sources. One of the things that we use is glycerol, which comes as a waste product from one of our previous labs. By changing the amount of that in each of these different plastics, we can make things with the right properties. So if you want something that's like a plastic bag and is stretchy but will still break down over time, you could do something like this. If you want something that's hard but very strong, something like you might make a windshield out of, you could make something that has a different ratio of those chemicals. And all of the materials are safe, non-toxic, and biodegradable.
What should you do if you want to be part of the green chemistry solution?
Sort of figure out what aspects you specifically care about in terms of impact on the environment. Like, do you want to work on green chemistry that makes it so there's less air pollutants? Or do you want to work on green chemistry that makes it so our water's cleaner, or that we're, treating our land better? And then sort of go in whatever direction best suits you.
From your home to your school and to all the places we buy our products, the message from the Berkeley Center for Green Chemistry is clear.
We need to make sure that all of the stuff that we bring into our homes and that we're exposed to in our workplace and our schools and everywhere else is safe. Safe not just for grown adults, but also safe for little kids. Safe for everyone at all times.